Here are my thoughts on episodes 4, 5, and 6 for Ironheart. Spoilers ahead. So at the beginning of the series, I really liked those three first episodes. I thought they were fun, some nice grounded, mischievous fun with some magic and tech. Riri Williams is a great character. It doesn't deserve to be review bombed. And after seeing these last three episodes, I can definitely say that this is one of the better MCU shows. I think the reason the show worked is because it didn't really have a lot of mystery around what was going on with the Hood. So then by the end, they didn't really have to answer so many questions. They just have to answer one big question: who is the Hood? And how do we stop it? And speaking of the Hood, I feel like the way they handled the Hood, they kind of made me think of him as more of a puppet and less of a real villain. Because the real big bad of the show was Mephisto, and I think the casting is amazing, and I feel like they really made Mephisto so menacing. And the rumors of him showing up in a Spider-Man film, I hope he doesn't show up in Brand New Day, but he needs to meet with Tom Holland's Spider-Man because we need to see more of him on the big screen. And the ending was such a curveball because Riri this whole time is trying to stop the Hood, and she uses magic to also stop the Hood, but she doesn't want to end up like the Hood, which means making a deal with Mephisto. And in the end, she makes a deal with Mephisto to bring back Natalie. And I wish we could have seen Mephisto in his comic book form with his red skin, white eyes, and horns, but if it means saving the budget for Riri's suits, then I'm all up for it, because those suits looked amazing in the second half. And I really like the way they did Ezekiel Stane's character in here, because by the way they were setting him up in episode 3, it looked like he was going to be a villain for Riri, but because Ironheart killed his dad, the Ironmonger. But the way that they handled him in here was great, by him going off to jail because his technology was caught at the crime site that Riri left there, and him just hating Riri because she was selfish, and now because of her, he's in jail. And with the crew busting him out, giving him all his electricity powers just like in the comics by putting his inventions inside of him. And I like that they didn't make him an entire villain, because he is still a bit fond of Riri, and inside he is a good guy, just a bit messed up. So it did make sense for Hood to use him as a puppet because he wasn't gonna willingly hurt Riri. But I just hope we get to see him more in the future and more in his iron suit. I'll talk more about Mephisto and that post-credit scene in a different video. But yeah, Ironheart was just amazing. Suits were great, fights were great, characters were pretty good. I give this a 4 out of 5 stars, one of the better MCU shows. What did you think of Ironheart?